welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a fun video and I'm going to be giving you guys 20 fun facts about me. So the first thing about me is my real name is actually Darian. My parents got that name from the movie called The Last Boy Scouts, and in that movie is Bruce Willis and Damon Wayans, I believe. And the little girl that played Bruce Willis's daughter, her name was Darian. So the second one is something that absolutely makes me just laugh. When I was in high school, I went through this hood rat phase. I was literally a hood rat. Like, I wanted to be a hood rat. You couldn't tell me I wasn't a hood rat. You couldn't tell me I wasn't ghetto. I had like these really big gold bangle type earrings, and they were heart shaped, and in the middle of them they said like love or something like that. And I mean, they were like huge. And I used to wear my hair back in a ponytail, and I used to like jam, you know what jam is, I used to jam my hair slick down to my forehead and wear it straight back. Okay, straight back. Just, I mean, it was ridiculous. Number 3 is I am an only child. I always wanted brothers and sisters. My mom and dad were like, hell no, we just gonna stick with one. And I'm actually really thankful for that now, because I didn't have to share anything with anybody, and I got all my parents' attention, so that's always a plus. And number 3 actually leads to number 4. So because I didn't have brothers and sisters, I always felt like the odd man out in high school because everybody else had brothers and sisters. So I used to tell this lie and say that I had 10 brothers and sisters, all on my dad's side. I said that they were specifically all on my dad's side because I didn't want nobody to think my mama was a hoe. So I'd rather than think my daddy was a hoe. Sorry, Dad. But anyways, yeah, so I would always tell people I had 10 brothers and sisters, and I would give them like real names because they were real names of real people, but they were just my friends from middle school. So yeah, there's that. This is number 5. So whenever me and Stanley, that's my husband's name, were like 18, 19 years old, before I got pregnant with our first daughter, when we thought we knew everything, we lived in this it's like a weekly pay hotel, extended stay hotel. We were in Orlando, actually Kissimmee, Florida, which is basically where Disney World is, because that's where we worked at the time. It was literally the sketchiest freaking place that we've ever lived in. Number 6 is, even though I actually like love makeup and one day I hope to have my own makeup line, I'm actually in school majoring in biology because I love science. But I'm thinking of switching my major over to chemistry because that would enable me to actually be able to test and produce my own makeup products instead of having to hire a third party to do that for me. Number 6, when I think that was number 6. No, that was number 7. When I was like, I don't know, 5 or 6, I had a cat. He was a black and white cat. His name was Peekaboo. Me and Peekaboo were inseparable, and so we lived in Oklahoma. No, see, I wasn't 6 or 7. I was probably like 4 or 5 because we lived in Oklahoma until I was 5. So we lived there, whatever, and me and my parents ended up moving to Oklahoma City. My great-grandmother still lived in this tiny town called Stroud, Oklahoma. So we left Peekaboo with her. So I would go periodically and visit, and at this time, we ended up moving to Florida, so I was probably about 7 at this point. I hadn't seen Peekaboo in 2 years. Come to find out, Peekaboo been dead for 2 years because one of my cousins shot him. And nobody thought to tell me. Number 8, my second toe that's next to my big toe is longer. It's like that. It's long. I mean, it's not as long as a finger. I'm not going to show you my toes because y'all need to be looking at my feet. But it is significantly longer than my big toe. And it used to be something that I was like super ashamed of, but at this point, it is what it is. I rock it. And I was doing some research on Google about like feet. That sounded weird. But like, I was just looking at like people that have toes like me. And it was saying that that's a sign of a leader. 3 snaps to that. Fun fact number 9, I actually did not graduate high school because I was a slacker. I literally didn't graduate because I was missing half a credit. Not 1 full credit, not 2, not 70 point whatever the hell, but literally half of a credit, and it was in anatomy and physiology honors. I ended up getting my GED when I got my GED December of 2013. So I was like, that was 3 years ago, so I was 21 when I got my GED, because I was just like, I may as well go ahead and get it done, because I honestly hate school. Moving on. My zodiac sign is Aquarius. Okay, now fun fact number 11. This one is kind of crazy, but pretty much I would say towards the end, no, it was pretty much my whole middle school career and like the very beginning of high school. I kind of wondered if I was gay, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. Like, whenever I think I was in elementary school, it was like one of those late night channels, and it was in black and white though, which was weird, and they would always have like women dancing around, like just actually dancing, but they never had shirts on, and I was like enamored by the fact that they had huge boobs, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gay. And so I really spent the next few years thinking that I just might be gay because I like boobs. But you know what? I like boobs. They look good, and if a girl has a nice butt, I'm gonna be like, hey girl, your booty is nice. That doesn't make me gay. And if I was gay, oh well, there's nothing wrong with that either. But I like men, and I figured that out faux show whenever I met Stanley. Don't tell my last boyfriend that, because he really had me thinking I was gay. Moving on. All right, moving on to number 12. I honestly dislike children. I love my kids. I would not change them for the world. I am so glad to be a mother, but when I see other children, I can't do it. Like, I have never been one to just be like, oh, kitties, kids. No. Which brings me to number 13. I'm super petty.
If you haven't figured that out already, I am the pettiest of the petty. I don't mind being petty. I'm very, 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 very nice and kind and giving and loving, and I love with all my heart. But if you cross me, I'm petty, and I'll be petty, and I'll always be petty, and I'll be petty until I die, and I'm okay with that. Okay? Okay.
Fun fact number 14. I grew up in the baseball world. My dad was, well, when I was a baby, he played, I think he pitched, I don't know. He played for the Boston Red Sox. And then when I got a little older, he was in baseball until I was, I think, 8 or 9 is when he retired. And he coached the Texas Rangers. I almost forgot. He coached the Texas Rangers. So we pretty much like moved all over the place. I have been all over the United States for the most part. There's some states I haven't been to. Number 15. I played basketball for 7 years. And then I finally quit so I could go to a party when I was like 13. So I am a mother now. I do not partake in any extracurricular activities, if you know what I'm talking about. But at one time, I did. I was 15 years old, young and dumb when I first did. And let me just tell you, the first time I ever did, I literally sat in the floor with my friend. First, we went to Sonic and we spent almost $60 in food. Then we go back to the house we were at and we all sat in the middle of the floor and ate cake. Number 17 is my mother is my best friend. I talk to her every single day, several times a day. We FaceTime all the time. I mean, it's just, there's not a day that doesn't go by goes by. There's not a day that goes by where I don't talk to my mom, and I just love and appreciate her, and I really don't even know what I would do without her. So, ow, my foot's asleep. Oh, number 18. I'm not gonna say any names, but when I was probably 9 or 10, I went to a funeral, and probably about 10 minutes in, I fell asleep, and I slept all the way to the end when it was time to like leave. And the person sitting next to me, when I woke up, the person sitting next to me who I knew was like rubbing my back, and they were like,
it's okay to cry. And I was so confused because I was like, I didn't even tell that person that I was asleep, but in my mind I was like, what are they talking about? Like, I was dead. I was deceased. I was asleep. I had perished. That's how tired I was. So I feel really bad for that, but I mean, if in the future when I die, y'all come to my funeral, I mean, if y'all want to go to sleep, I'll have beds and pillows laid out. Feel free to go take a nap, because I'm good. I understand sleep is important. Hey, hunty, yes.
Number 19. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it's something that I've noticed since I've been, you know, like YouTubing or whatever and being on camera. My eyebrows are like two different shapes, and one is longer than the other. And so it's this eyebrow that is shorter, and you can tell this eyebrow is longer. And this eyebrow kind of has more of like, well, to me at least, like a square shape, because the hair right here grows up, and then this one is more of an oval shape in the front.
My eyebrows is on fleek today, so that's okay.
And fun fact, numero, what is it? 20. I have always wanted a huge butt, but I was not blessed in the butt department. I was blessed in other departments that I did not ask for, you know. So I'm always pretty jelly when I see girls with big old booties and, you know, just ask for days, and I got asked for minutes and maybe seconds, you know what I'm saying? And
the Lord just really, he wasn't looking out for me when he made me beautiful chocolate and brown cinnamon mini blah 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 sugary. He didn't give me a booty. He was like, okay, I'm gonna give you the illusion that you're tall. So I'm gonna give you long legs. I'm not gonna give you any hips. I'm gonna give you a blanket ass. I'm not gonna give you any creases up under your butt cheeks. But you can have big boobs. So yeah, have fun with that. And then he peaced out. So that's it. Just left me here with nothing. So you know, maybe for Christmas I'll get booty cheeks. Don't know.
so that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed my 20 random fun facts. I'm sure I'll do this again. I got so much more to talk about because I love to talk. That's like fact number 21. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and check out my Instagram if you are able to get on. If you did not tune into yesterday's video or have not been on my Instagram, I have extended the giveaway until next Wednesday, which is the 14th. So I will be announcing the winner then. I have not fully decided how I'm gonna do it. It's out. I might draw names from a hat, or I might just like scroll through and decide to pick one and private message you. So as the date gets closer, I'll be disclosing that information to you guys. Thanks again for watching, and that is it for today. Stay tuned for more. BeauDee signing off.